What is up, YouTube family? We have really cool news today because Axie Infinity just tweeted that they have completed their Series A funding. They have raised $7.5 million and they're going to be using this money towards very good ends. So today we're going to be diving into the announcement. We're going to be looking at the people who backed Axie Infinity in the Series A, which includes Mark Cuban, and we're going to be looking specifically at how they're planning on using this money that they've raised to make Axie Infinity much greater. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get into this specific press release, let's talk about what Axie Infinity is and what they believe in, their core beliefs. Because I think a lot of people that are hearing about this Series A raise have not actually played Axie Infinity, have not actually earned crypto playing Axie Infinity, and just don't really even know how cool it is. So the core beliefs behind Axie Infinity are this: NFTs enable a new type of game. Just as mobile gaming unlocked a new design space for player archetypes, so too with NFT games. These games won't look like games that you've seen before and will require an entirely new perspective and skill set to build and design. And this is very true, and I don't think people really get it yet, how different NFT games are really going to be from traditional games. The revenue model, the way that companies generate revenue from NFT games is going to be different. It's not from selling an infinite of an item. Traders, players trade items that have a limited quantity with each other, and games have to generate revenue through small transaction fees or something like that. But the game, the economics behind games, all of that is evolving, and this is an entirely new way that games are going to be operating. Gamers crave property rights. This is very true as well. Property rights incentivize players to act more like founders and employees rather than users. These rights include being able to sell your game assets to anyone in the world, earning liquid tokens for playing and contributing, and being able to own a piece of the game that you're playing. This is what Axie Infinity believes in, and they're not just talk either. They're literally building an ecosystem. They've been going at this for 3 years before anyone even knew what an NFT game was. Axie Infinity was building this thing up, which is why right now they're the #1 project in this space. They are the best project in the space because they have been building it up. The AXS token allows you to truly own the economy of the game and allows you to have governance control over the game's treasury. So truly players are owning this game. It's not just talk, it is action, and that is why Axie Infinity is so cool. And then their third core belief is play to earn. Play to earn unlocks new types of work around digital metaverse economies. Just like as Uber or Airbnb and DoorDash created new types of jobs and professions. Yeah, just like they did, games will also start creating new types of professions. People will start working in virtual metaverses because games are going to start having real economies. And when a game has a real economy, or they're not going to start, Axie Infinity already has a real economy, and there's already people making livings playing Axie Infinity, especially in third world countries. I just read an article that one Axie Infinity player just bought himself 2 houses from selling SLP tokens that he's been earning for playing Axie Infinity. All right, so that is enough background on who Axie Infinity is and what they believe in. Let's look at this capital raise, this Series A that they just had. They tweeted out, "Funding secured. We're ecstatic to announce a Series A funding round for Sky Mavis." I don't know if they were cracking a joke at Elon's funding secured 420 tweet or not, but I saw the correlation there. "The funding will help us create economic freedom for gamers by accelerating the development of Axie Infinity and our NFT gaming tools," which is like the Ronin sidechain. They created their whole own sidechain in order to allow Axie Infinity players to participate in the game economy without paying any gas fees. It's incredible. So let's quickly take a look at the Sky Mavis Series A investors. You can see there's a lot of big names, big companies on here. People from Reddit, 100 Thieves, Twitch, but like the biggest name that we've all heard of that is on this list is Mark Cuban. He famously wanted to get behind this. We've heard some quotes of him already talking about Axie Infinity and saying saying that it's really, really cool. But I just want to read this one quote that Axie shared in their press release, which is, I think Axie is an amazing platform. It's fun and engaging. It's a game you want to play for hours on end. Add the Axie economy and you have something special. I'm excited to be part of it. Mark Cuban. So I think that's a really shining endorsement from Mark Cuban. I'm glad that he's one of the investors behind Axie Infinity. It adds a coolness factor to it. And also I think that Mark Cuban is very good at seeing the trends where people are going, where the internet is going, and blockchain is the internet 2.0, and it's going to create gaming 2.0 as well. So yeah, really big props to Mark Cuban for seeing that and getting behind this really, really early in the Series A funding. So just a little bit more detail on this. Sky Mavis says we've raised $7.5 million to scale Axie Infinity and NFT gaming to billions of users. Billions of users. That is a lot of users, and I know that NFT gaming is going to hit billions of users. I really hope Axie Infinity will someday reach billions of users as well. But in the meantime, let's hit millions first, and millions might actually come really, really soon if we're being honest. There's going to be a lot of people, once the world wakes up that, wait, you can earn real money playing video games, then people are going to be NFT gamers only. People are going to be blockchain gamers only, and AAA studios, they're going to start losing a lot of players, and they're going to be playing Axie Infinity instead. But Axie says we are hiring aggressively to bolster our ranks with missionaries. And I mean, every player of Axie Infinity is already a missionary because we have real ownership, real stake in this game, and we want it to succeed because we've invested in it. We enjoy playing it, and yeah, I think others will as well. So just some stats on Axie Infinity right now: over 41,000 daily active users and over 45,000 Axie holders. I think that is a really promising sign, by the way, that there's 45,000 Axie holders and 41,000 of them are playing daily. That just shows you that people who own Axies, people that have this ability to earn revenue by playing games, they do it. They play Axie every single day. And yeah, that's a really good sign for Axie Infinity. There's over $15 million in monthly NFT volume in Axie Infinity. I have personally invested a ton in Axie Infinity, and I will be making a video about that very soon, specifically what I bought, why I bought it, the thought processes that I had behind the investment that I have made in Axie NFTs myself. Definitely look out for that video, guys. It will be really, really interesting, I hope. And we can also see from this that the #1 NFT game and one of the most used applications on Ethereum right now is also Axie Infinity. So now there's just one more thing that I want to talk about, because it's cool that Axie Infinity is dominating right now, that they're the biggest project, but if we're honest with ourselves, NFT gaming, it's not that big yet. It has a lot of growth ahead of it. It is still a tiny, tiny baby, and Axie Infinity being the #1 NFT game right now is great. It's really cool. But as NFT gaming explodes, is Axie Infinity going to be able to maintain their position as the #1 blockchain game? So let's look at what Axie Infinity is targeting, where their eye is set, what they think they need to improve on in order to maintain this position, and see if they really do have a good understanding of what needs to be improved here. So the first thing is lowering the barrier to entry, and already, yes, Axie Infinity exactly knows what they need to do in order to get more players. Barrier of entry, in my opinion, is the #1 issue that Axie Infinity has to solve, and guess what? It is Sky Mavis's #1 issue that they want to solve. So this is already a really great sign. I wish I was in this Series A round as well. Well, why wasn't I invited? Okay, lowering barriers to entry. It's still too hard to get started with NFT games. That's true. So they built Ronin, an Ethereum sidechain tailor-made to scale Axie Infinity and other digital nations moving forward. I think Ronin is great, and if they could actually get some other games to use Ronin as well, that would be really cool and very bullish for Axie. But there are other barriers of entry that need to be worked on as well. Like, new players need to be able to just create an account and buy their Axies with a credit card without having any idea how cryptocurrencies work. If that happens, then you're gonna be able to start having truly mass adoption. But I suppose that also the mass adoption could come as just more and more people, a higher percentage of the population does know how cryptocurrencies work and do have their own crypto wallets. The number two thing that they're going to be using this funding round that they've gotten to work on is more fun. We've already started hiring traditional game developers. Tesla was able to acquire the skills they lacked because their vision was huge and acted as a magnet for talent. That is true. Elon is a massive magnet for talent, and that vision, what they're trying to create, has caused a ton of incredible engineers to want to come and work for Tesla. And right now, Tesla and SpaceX, they're the number one and number two companies that new graduating engineers want to work for. And yeah, that is part of what Tesla's true moat really is, that they have all the best people. And I think that Axie Infinity on the gaming side has one of the best visions out of any gaming company. So I could totally see that drawing a ton of great talent. But do you know what else draws great talent? Money does. So this Series A 7.5 million that they've raised is definitely going to help with hiring great talent as well. But the vision really matters because the best people do want to work for something that they really believe in. Why wait for AAA game studios to catch on when we can simply hire their star talent? Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it, Sky Mavis. I believe in you guys. No, that is really, really great. And I know that there is going to be star talent from these really big game studios that are going to leave and work for Sky Mavis. I look forward to sharing some of those press releases about those hirings when they undoubtedly happen in the future. And then the final goal that they're going for here is scaling play to earn. As an NFT game grows its community, advertisers and sponsors will start injecting capital into these ecosystems. That's true, making them even more attractive to gamers. This means that NFT games will benefit from network effects in a way that games have never been able to do before. And I saw that personally as well. I started learning about Axie Infinity. I got super hyped about it and I wanted to have something invested in the game. And I started dropping a ton of money on Axie Infinity, which bolsters the entire economy and makes it work because there's just now more money in this ecosystem. And the Axie Infinity economy is super, super cool. I encourage you to read Axie Infinity's white paper and learn more about it. If you guys enjoyed this video talking about this incredible news for Axie Infinity, then remember to leave a big thumbs up as that will help out the video in the YouTube algorithm. YouTube sees that people enjoy it and then will recommend it to more people. So thank you very much for all the thumbs up you leave. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and click that notification bell so that you don't miss any future blockchain gaming content. This channel, On-Chain Gaming, is all about crypto, play to earn crypto, NFT gaming. And then also, if you want to support the channel beyond those things, then you can check out our Patreon link below or click the join button to learn what the advantages are to joining On-Chain Gaming. And if you do decide to support us in that way, then that is epic, but it is totally not necessary. Just subscribing and hitting thumbs up is all we need from you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. I definitely enjoyed recording this video. And until next time, have fun roaming the metaverse.